I need to put you on the spot for the end. You haven't answered any questions.
No, but I asked them.
Yeah, so if it's all right, I'm going to put you on the spot for my end bit.
No. Go on.
If you had to ask us, in our new integrated way of working with no barriers, to solve 2 or 3 problems on behalf of the Doncaster population, on behalf of Healthwatch and the People's GP, speaking on the behalf of the population, what do you want us to sort out?
Communication. Straight off. Communication is key. Understanding how to talk to different ages. We've talked about the fact that kids use ChatGPT, but they also don't know how to interact with people. They might be able to do it on this, but they can't have a conversation. I would like all of you, as the responsible people who understand it, to learn how to talk to young people. I'd like you to be able to understand that the population of Doncaster reading age is 9 years old. Stop talking to everybody as if they've gone through the same medical degrees that you have. Stop allowing the NHS to have these such corporate things. We are blind to all of it that comes in. Be human. Actually talk to us and have that as that understanding. I'd like to see the community bit come back so that we've got that thing. So to me, understanding how to communicate with the patient, knowing that you're the one that's going to lead it. We're not going to lead it. It would be lovely to think as patients that we would, but we're not, because we don't know what we don't know, and we're just going to sit there. So I think that's the first thing. Please communicate to us well. I can't remember what the question was completely, as in...
What do you need us to do when we're working together?
Yeah, communicate.
So if I communicate better.
So just communicate, because from there, and help educate us, which is what this is about. Help educate us. The younger generation, I mean, it's got nothing to do with health, but, you know, knowing what boiling water looks like, you know, that gets Googled nowadays because they don't know how and don't know what it looks like. So educate us, because otherwise it's just going to end up with more of a fear of, why do I talk to you? What do I do? We've got a population out there of younger parents who are going to A&E with a small toddler with a cold. We need grandmas again, but help us to educate us. What do we need to tell our younger generations of how to look after themselves, and work with the communities so that we can help communicate it and educate them in a way that works for them, not a way of somebody who's got a medical degree. Everybody on here, whether they like it or not, we're all privileged because we're educated, we've got an understanding, and it's one of my soapboxes of why you shouldn't get rid of Healthwatch, because there's so many people who will stop that voice, will stop talking to you. They will stop talking to you because you're not doing it in a way. We need you to be the people that help educate us, that help do that.
Perhaps we need to fill this room with our grandmas next time.
If you had all of the grandmas together, you would change. Every neighbourhood village just needs one grandma. She'll bring in the rest of the grandmas. So, and we will solve everything. So women and older women are actually the answer to everything. But there you go. So back to you. Because you've got away with not answering.
Oh, I thought I had a great little technique there of getting out of it.
No.
So was my question about what would I tell young people?
No, I think it's what's one thing that you'd like everybody to know. If there's one message out there, the one thing from today that we haven't managed to talk about.
You know, I'm going to stick with the grandma thing. I am going to appeal to you and say, can we do another one of these? Can we call it a grandma's group? Invite the grannies from across Doncaster and begin that education process. I haven't heard anybody yet disagree with the concept of education of people to improve healthcare and to improve prevention. We need to recruit an army of volunteers who are willing to disseminate that information and pick our brains until we've got nothing left to give. So what I want, you know, for people to take away is consider contacting Fran and volunteering as one of our grandma army.
So you want a grandma army? Yeah. Okay, and we'll educate it.